Sensei in the mix, wax on, wax off.
Shout out T1. Shout out T1. Shout out T1.
Right on the go.
Welcome to that humble pie, 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 pie. Welcome to that humble pie, 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 pie. I can't wait till I get off of work and I get home, so I can catch up on the latest music videos. Kick back, relax, and chill. Pull out my phone and I just scroll. I've been needing me a laugh. Humble Pie just made a post. So many up and coming artists need to be exposed. Connect the network, you might end up on the show. Who gon' be the next to blow? Interviews, the podcast, even down to laughs and jokes. Humble Pie got all the latest info. Welcome to that humble pie, 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 pie. Welcome to that humble pie, 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 pie.
Back to the grindstone once again. The host with the most, your boy T1, the Toddcast Podcast. And this episode I'd like to dedicate to Miss Elnora George and Miss Beatty Patterson. They recently passed away. I want to send my condolences to the families, and God bless them. You know what I'm saying? God bless them. And as for today's show, I have a special guest, Mr. DuJuan Thomas. He is currently running for City Commissioner of Paducah, Kentucky. And I'm going to be discussing a few issues with this young man. Mr. Thomas, would you like to say hello to the people?
Yeah, hello. I'm glad to be on the show. Grateful to be here, and just grateful to be able to share about me to the community. So looking forward to it.
Well, I appreciate it, and I thank you for being a guest on the show today. And we've spoken before, and I told you I had some specific things I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
So we're not going to hesitate.
Yeah.
All right. Well, first of all, tell the people about yourself. Give a little background information.
Yeah, so for those of you that may not know, I'm DuJuan Thomas. I'm running for Paducah City Commission here in Paducah, Kentucky. Born and raised here, raised by a village of family. Some of y'all may know my Hamilton side. Just love my city. Lived here all my life. Went to college at the University of Louisville. Graduated from Paducah Tillman first, then went to University of Louisville. And now I'm also on track to get my master's degree in legal studies from American University by March of this year. My background: served in the military honorably. I was in the Army National Guard. Enlisted when I was 17, went my junior year summer to basic training, came back, finished senior year, then went off to my AIT before I went to college. Business background: I've been in management positions all my life, ever since the age of 17. I was a supervisor at Vertical Jump Park whenever it first came to town. I was one of the first people at the interview, and they saw that I was just like, I was miles ahead of a lot of people my age. So I was a supervisor there with that business. Went on, I was regional management intern with Body Armor Sports Drink. I got that actually from the CEO of the company, Mike Rapoli. He's the one that partnered with Kobe Bryant and all that. I met him while I was supervising with CSC Louisville. It was Contemporary Services Corporation. I was the youngest supervisor with that company, and I managed upwards of 20, 30 people at a time that were double and even triple my age. But I met him there, and I've never been afraid to talk to people. So I was looking for mentors, because one thing I've always heard is like your network is your network. I was reaching out to mentors, and I just asked him, hey, is your company hiring interns, or do you mentor? And then he got me a position with his company in Louisville, and I was managing, up to 10 to 20 stores at a time, Targets, Walmarts, Kroger's. And I had the regional manager was above me, but he basically gave me all his workload. And I went out to the stores, went over their stocks, their inventories, worked with the managers at the stores. It was a lot of work. I think I was 19 or 20 at that time. So
when did you graduate from that? That university you said
20. Yeah. 2020.
I'm a UK graduate.
Oh yeah.
You know
yeah.
You see it right there?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, but I got my MBA from Murray State. But so when did you graduate?
Yeah, from University of Louisville. It was 2020, because COVID kind of threw a curveball with that whole thing. Yeah. So I think that delayed me by a semester or two, but I finished in 2020 and got that degree. Yeah.
Well, like I said, you know, I graduated from UK, and it's all right. I don't care what college you went to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like I didn't know that. That's really impressive. Man.
Yeah, I appreciate
you know what I'm saying? So the next question, I guess that kind of answers that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What made you enter politics, and you know why politics so early?
Yeah, and honestly, it was a God thing. Like, it was back when I ran for mayor in 2020.
I remember that. I voted for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
and I was a
voted for
write-in
you.
candidate because I didn't know a thing about politics. But
Yeah.
it's funny because in the military, my recruiter always told me, you need to be a politician.
Yeah.
Because I was always outspoken. But I saw that the mayor election was coming up, and I was just like, and I was up in Louisville at the time, and I'm like, they ain't talking about nothing. Why are we talking about these broke down roads? Why are we talking about the South Side falling apart? Like, businesses leaving town. So whenever I came to town, I was like, and COVID brought me to town. So that's why I say it was all a God thing. And I was in Paducah. I'm like, I'm gonna run for mayor.
Yeah.
I found out how to file all the paperwork. Went to the city and wherever. I went to the county clerk, filed my paperwork as a write-in candidate, and it started from there. And just a passion for serving. Like, you know, I got tired of cookie cutter politicians. Like, nothing against the people that were running at the time, but they didn't start talking about the South Side till I brought it up.
That's true.
Nobody was talking about the South Side till I brought it up.
Not even older folks.
No, nobody.
You
And
know
I'm
what I'm
like, this is common sense stuff. That's why I ran with the motto, common sense candidate, because these are common sense issues. Like, people are talking about these things, but y'all are just up here talking about putting on your suits and just, you know, smiling and shaking hands. But let's talk about the real issues. So, and I've stuck with that, you know, through the past 2 elections. So I'm looking forward to this one. You know, the community's behind me. They see that I'm serious. Like, this isn't a joke. This isn't a game. I'm ready to bring change. So,
you know, and I voted for you every time. Every time I see your name around, I ain't gonna lie, I vote. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you through your family. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, just that it was like something. I'm like, when I seen you speak on TV, I was like, you weren't nervous. You know what I'm saying? You spoke clearly. You know, and it's like, really, when they put a lot of black folks on TV, it's not like they got like bubble gum in their mouth at the same time. You know what I'm saying? When they trying to talk. So I appreciate all that, man.
Yes, sir.
So you said you're born in Paducah.
Oh, yeah, born and raised here. Yeah.
If there was one thing about the Paducah city government that you could change, what would it be?
One thing that came to mind, and something that I do want to bring up once I'm in office, is term limits.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have any term limits for
any
commissioners.
positions.
The mayor has a term limit. He can serve 2 terms, which is 2 4-year terms, but the commission doesn't have any.
I didn't know that.
So you have people that have been in here for 10, 12 years. This isn't a shot at anybody in there, but they don't even know the ordinances that they enforce.
Yeah.
Like, I've had issues with certain commissioners that try to tell constituents, oh, he's wrong for this. And I'm like, do you even know the ordinance? Because then I would give the people the ordinance, like, no, they're wrong. So it's stuff like that. You can't be in here for this long and not even know your position. Like, it's sad because we're local legislators. That's the terminology whenever you file and everything. So
I'm going to cut you off.
Yeah.
But try to explain to folks how important it is, even more so than the national election, to have your local elections be involved. You be involved 100%. And just be completely informed, because they affect you more so than the national elections.
Definitely. And that's one thing I've always told people, like, sure, go vote for the president, but the president isn't the one that's going to fix your roads outside.
Right.
They're not the ones that are, you know, fixing the court systems, like the judicial candidates, the local candidates. Those are people that affect you, that affect your community. Like, that's the serious part. And I've learned that a lot of people don't take it serious, like local elections. They just look over it. And I was even one of those people. Like, I didn't know nothing about this when I first ran until I got in it. And I'm like, wow, these are the people that make the decisions. So
if anybody has any questions for you, is there any way that they can get in contact with you?
Definitely. So y'all can reach out to me on my Facebook page, DuJuan Thomas for Paducah, or at Thomas for Paducah. You can reach out to me by email, DuJuanThomas4Paducah@gmail.com. Or you can even reach out on my website, DuJuanThomas.com. And I'm always open and available. People are always messaging me on Facebook, you know, and I'm transparent. When somebody tags me something or comments, I'm going to reply to you. I'm not going to hide in Messenger.
Okay.
I'm going to comment to you in the comments section. So I'm very open and transparent with the community.
Okay.
And that's something else that we've lacked, you know, transparency in the government. People that want to hide behind the title and hide behind the office.
Oh, yeah.
And ever since, it's funny because every time I bring something up, they try to work towards doing it, which is good. I'm glad it's happening. And one thing I tell people, you can see how much I'm doing outside of office. Just imagine what I could do once I'm in office. Because the building, I don't know if you remember the old residential care center that was on the south side, that big rundown building.
Yeah.
Nobody talked about it, but look at it now. It's torn down.
Yeah.
If I could do that outside of office, imagine what I could do in office.
That was an eyesore.
Yeah, you know, and I made videos about it. I was always talking about it, and finally something was done about it. So
was there like, who was like the influence like in your life? Was like who made you like? Because I'm gonna be honest, I grew up in Paducah as well. Yeah. Wasn't a straight arrow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How did you avoid like all the pitfalls? Because it was all around, especially at that time. In your age, this was like the golden era.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody had pockets full of money. Yeah. Seen big cars. Yeah. How did you avoid all that? What made you walk the line?
Good question. I think, you know, all honor goes to God for that. You know, He's guided my paths throughout life, and I was raised in the church and everything, and I was heavily involved in church all throughout life. But I think, because I was raised by my grandmother, and I think being raised by the older generation kind of helped out, because you know they're straight. You know, they got whoopings with switches and all these things, so they were on the straight and narrow.
Yes, we did.
So I think that helped instill a lot of morals and things inside of me, and. Yeah, honestly, it's just God kept me on the right path. And I was always the type of person, I didn't like fooling with all the mess. And honestly, my circle is super small. Right now, I probably could count on my hand how many close friends I have that I actually, you know, I have friends and acquaintances, but people that actually know me, like who I, you know. It's not that many. So I think keeping that close-knit circle of people with the same mind as mine, like just wanting to be good people, honestly, because my friends that are still my friends today are all in the Army National Guard. They're over in Poland right now. So
I'm praying for them, for their safety. You know what I'm saying? You know, 3 just got killed like 2 weeks ago
overseas.
Like
so
that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And they come home soon. But I think, you know, I've stuck around people that are like-minded, so I think that's helped out a lot.
Would you happen to know my son?
Who is he?
Justin Williams. He's in the.
Yeah, he's in the Guard.
He's in the Guard?
Yes, Sergeant now, isn't he? Yes, I know him. Wow. Small world, what? Yeah, because we served together. Wow.
Man. So I was when you close to age. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome. Hey.
But I got there was something else I was curious about. Pulled up the demographics to Paducah. Yeah. 26,278 people live. Yeah. Out of that number, 70.5% are white. Yeah. 5.5% are black, which essentially, excuse me, that's 5.5 thousand. So it's 5,000. That's 5,500 blacks here. Yeah. 19% was the ratio. With such an imbalance, knowing the history of Paducah, which is going to lead into the last question. Well, not really the last question, but it's going to be, you know, it's going to lead into something more interesting. Have you seen any, I don't know, any watershed moments where you said, okay, I can possibly get this group of folks besides the blacks? Because, you know, not even all the blacks are going to vote for you. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we operate. Yeah. Okay. But what would be an idea or some sort of outreach or some sort of plan for you to say, okay, because you'll have to make something like a rainbow coalition. Right. You have to have black, white, there's Latinos here, you know what I'm saying, Asians, whatnot. What plan do you have to reach those guys? Honestly, I think it started back even running for mayor, just being involved. Like, I show up at almost everything I can, especially in our demographic. Like, whenever we have stuff at Stuart Nelson Park, even at Robert Coleman Park, like, I'm always there and just active, just showing the community and talking to people. And people stop me, you know, some people, you know, they may be a little resistant, but I'm just always there to show. So do you find a lot of resistance from the other, is it always an ice-breaking moment that you have when you speak to those of another race? Good question. I think now, not so much. When I first ran for mayor, like it was. Because they're more familiar with you now? Yeah, I think because they see that who I am now, because I'm always out there. Like, even when I'm not running for office, I'm out there. What if I was running for office and then I got the gold teeth and everything? You think I'd be... And then, you know one thing, because people always told me when I ran for mayor, people don't vote for beards or long hair. That's a lie. But they said people don't vote for black and President Obama. Oh, yeah. You know, like... Yeah. It's stuff like that. I'm trying to break down these stereotypes. Well, see, that's kind of like what I was trying to allude to
Yeah.
the stereotypes, period, because even when you got all those accolades,
Yeah.
and you will still have to prove yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, you may have a degree in this, but show me that you have a degree in this. Instead of just taking you on your word, here's my, you know what I'm saying, credentials right here. So, you know, so what keeps you going? Because this is how many times have you run?
This would be my third time running.
Is it each time? Are you growing in number each time?
Oh yeah. So when I ran for mayor, I was a write-in. So unless God wanted me to be there, I wasn't going to win a write-in candidacy.
What was that vote total? Because
I had about 500 somewhere around there, but Bray had, I think, 4,000. Abraham 2,000 or 3,000. So
are you and Abraham pretty cool?
Mr. Abraham has been a major supporter of mine, and I know a lot of people in our community have issue with him because of stuff from the past, but he's always shown me respect. I've shown him respect.
I got a little issue with him a little bit. You know
but he's never spited me. But I listen to people when they talk about things, and I'm like, I understand where
you can get
from.
something good from anybody.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not, I mean, that's something personal.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like if he was out in public or something somewhere, like I wouldn't affirm him. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to have this, you know, looking like two fools out there. That's not going to occur, you know what I'm saying? But I remember when you first ran, and I was like, I didn't know you were who you were.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I found, I was like, man, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when you were younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like, okay, well, I'm trying to find out a little bit of something about this guy.
Yeah.
And the more I dug, it's like, it was just good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's really, I mean, man, like, I'm really, like, impressed.
I appreciate
You know what I'm saying?
it.
I mean, for real, if you don't, it's so, and people, if they don't understand, it is so easy in this town, to go the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I see somebody that's basically unscathed, you understand what I'm saying? I really like, I'm more than impressed, but it's like it's something to be admired.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because taking the shortcut is not, you know what I'm saying? It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
And you're never going to actually reap your full. You're not going to get this. This is not going. You got to put the work in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And that's why for my last commission run, I had 2,500 votes, and I only missed it by 500 votes.
Yeah.
So, and me and my fiance, we went knocking on doors throughout that whole. I did it all myself. Me and her, we were the only people doing it. And a lot of people offered help, but I'm just like, I was in a space where I just wanted to try to do it all myself.
Yourself.
But this time, so many people have come up to me. Yeah, more people have come up to me, like people from outside of Paducah, like all the way up northern and Louisville and everywhere. They've offered help, so I'm gonna take them up this time and make sure we win this. So.
Make sure we win it. You know, this is something I want. I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but the state of Kentucky, actually has more Democrats than Republicans.
Yeah.
And folks never pay attention. If you see the so-called the regional elections, it's always Democratic. But every small county is Republican because of these local elections that most people sleep on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, again, DuJuanThomas.com, that's your website?
Yes, sir. And that's DuJuan. Thomas, THOMAS.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? There's a million ways you spell
I know.
DuJuan.
That's why
thank you.
I try to keep it in my mind.
Thank you. See, that's what I'm saying. You're a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? Now, this right here is a serious question, man. I remember, and I was, man, I think I might have been more pissed than you. Because the way you handled it, man, I was impressed.
Thank you.
But there was a situation where one of the city commissioners, we ain't got to say his name, you know what I'm saying? If you're from this area, then you know who it was because they just wiped the slate clean for him, you know what I'm saying? They put him right back on. But how did that situation affect you? Did it make you want to quit? Did it make you want to hit? You know what I'm saying?
Man, looking back, you know, I started going to therapy after that. And that's something that people, like, there's nothing wrong with going to therapy because that helps.
Say it again. Look at that camera.
You got to go to therapy because there's professionals that can help. And it's not even like they're going to fix your problems. They'll help you be able to fix your problems. Like the steps he gave me of overcoming these situations. And really what what affected me the most, I don't know. It was just, it was a crazy situation. I'm trying to remember back because I've overcome it now.
Yes.
And it was a mix of emotion because, like, I actually got a call the day that they were going to announce it from the mayor. He called me and kind of forewarned me. He was like, "There's going to be
that
something."
They were going to clean it up?
No, this is before they even announced it.
Oh,
yeah.
before the scandal even took place?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And he called me and I was like, "No, the mayor's called me. What's this about?"
Yeah.
And then he told me that. And I'm like, whoa, something major had to happen. Like, somebody had to say something racist. Something had to happen.
Before that time, did you and this guy have any issues? Did he seem like he was friendly towards you or what?
He copied a lot of what I did on my campaign.
Okay.
Like,
I know,
with door hanger. Once I started putting out door hangers, he copied my flow with that and just different stuff I would notice.
You noticed?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I would pay attention to that. Because, I mean, it's a competition and imitation is the best form of flattery, so hey.
And good artists borrow on great artists still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I never any of the commissioners, even to today, like I'll hold you accountable.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at you. I don't have any ill intentions towards you. But
I'm gonna crack this one.
Yeah.
I might smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Hope you guys don't mind.
and but before that, no. I mean, I was cordial. I would speak at things, but
So y'all never had any beef beforehand?
Other than the whole thing arose because of signs, because where I put signs.
Yeah.
And
so did he call you the N word?
No, he said, "Whitey keeping a black man down." Or he first texted a city, the head of code enforcement. He asked him, "You got DuJuan under control?" Talking about my signs or whatnot.
Yeah.
That's what he said it was about. And then he said, "Whitey keeping a black man down." Like, and this is to an employee of the city. That's why the whole fiasco happened.
That's why it all blew up.
And he texted it. Like, if you're going to be that dumb, say it on the phone.
Say it on the phone.
But everything that happens in the dark comes to the light. So it was meant to happen that way.
Most racists are ignorant, dumb fucks anyway.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, you know what I'm saying? But that is what it is.
Yeah.
And you know what? Since you've been in here, it's my first time cussing.
Oh, yeah.
And I cuss.
They got you riled up.
Yeah, well, you know, I cuss like you breathe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I want to be a little respectful because, like I said, I got a lot of respect for you.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? I say, especially with that situation right there. So what is it like now seeing him? Because
he's in position, yeah.
Right, and you still involved down there as well.
Oh, yeah.
So
and
what is it like when you go down there and see him? Does he speak to you?
Well, every time because we show up but he doesn't show up at events for us. Like, he's never at our events.
Oh, yeah.
But whenever it's the places that he can, smile and shake hands, he's there. But I just look at him, keep it moving. I just don't have anything to say to you because he still has not apologized.
No, he doesn't have
He
to,
gave
though.
that sorry script that he read, but he never apologized to me. And it's like, it's not even about me, the community.
Yeah,
like, this hurt the whole community.
Well, see, this is what I've said this a million times before. I'm a Democrat.
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. Not because of what they do for blacks. I'm a union man.
Yeah.
Republicans hate unions. You know what I'm saying? So it's antithetical for me to vote Republican. You know what I'm saying? But, and I kind of covered this last time. There is, and I can't give verbatim, but there's a quote that was asked of Lyndon B. Johnson. And it was, how does the Republican Party continually get the rural, poor white man to vote Republican? Right. His answer and response was, if you tell the lowest white man that he's higher than the highest colored, he won't notice you picking his pocket.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
But if you give him somebody to hate and look down upon, he'll empty his own pockets for you.
Wow.
Now, to me, basically all that said was that at the basis of, and even today, of the Republican Party is racism and hate. And the killer part to me, though, is because most rich folks look at all poor folks as niggas. You understand, black or white.
Right. And
the poor white doesn't understand that. And I feel as if the Republican, them voting Republican, it's an identity crisis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They'll say, well, I'm voting in the same line as this rich white person who's making $500,000 plus. To me, to qualify as a Republican, you need to be making $500,000 or better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because their policies only benefit them.
Right.
You know? But, and I'm assuming that this guy is a Republican.
Who? He is. and now he's running for mayor, and the Republican Party here is backing him.
Paducah?
Yeah, he's running for mayor. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't have that. As a matter of fact, what's his name? Because we can't vote this guy. Vote no. Just don't even, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you vote for somebody. Just vote no. What's his guy's name?
David Getz.
David Getz. You know what I'm saying? Let's make him a fucking mystery. You know what I'm saying? The non-existent.
Yeah.
Get David Getz who?
Yeah,
Okay, let's
right.
do that.
And one thing that's silly about that too, because when he got removed from office, you know, I was vocal about it.
Yeah.
But then his wife, you know, she has a felony case going on right now.
What'd she do?
She stole identity theft, basically.
Oh,
Felony.
I do remember that.
So
Yeah.
she was sending in notes to the commission to get her husband back in. And then she used somebody's name.
Yeah.
And admitted to it. Well, she didn't get arrested.
Yeah.
Because you know how they do. But,
Yes, sir.
But she's on trial, and they moved her from February to May. And I'm like, why are you even running for office? And this is going to be the media. Like,
Yeah, man.
your wife is on trial for a felony for backing you.
Yeah.
It's
But
just like
you see, Donald Trump has 91 felonies.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And he keeps getting more and more support. And
Yeah.
like they just said the other day, his legal bills of $50 million.
Wow.
So he's been paying that out of his political fund.
Oh,
So
man.
that's basically you. We all put $5 in the pot,
Yeah.
send it in. He's been using that to pay his legal fees.
Oh wow.
So I don't think that, like the moral thing, because you had to ask somebody, if you vote for Trump, so you saying that he's an exemplary person, you want your child acting like Trump. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not even, I think, and this is just me, you know what I'm saying? But the Democrat has been assigned to the N-word and black and poor and such, everything that could be negatively denoted has been attached to the Democratic moniker. Okay? And you got the Republican, and like I say, it's the U.S. You can vote how you want.
Yeah.
Like you did. You want to write your own name in, write your own name in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I encourage folks to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, and I don't want to get on the big spiel about it, but that situation right there made me want to go down there. I can remember, I was like, man, I'm going to go kick his, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just because, like, no, you don't mess with a dude like that.
Yeah.
You know, because like I said, and you were even younger. You're 25 now, but how old were you when this happened? 22, 23?
23 or 24. I was.
That's almost like some bully shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's been in there for how long?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, anytime they see somebody like you shining, you know what I'm saying? From both sides, we should uphold you. And all 5,500 votes should say DuJuan Thomas on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's just plainly what it is, you know. And man, I was excited when you told me that you was gonna do the show.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Easy going dude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even more, like I said, man, you got a lot of things going for yourself. You should be lucky. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't got what? 5, 6 babies, 3, 4 baby mamas, you know what I'm saying? Which is the stereotypical, you know what I'm saying, way. And some people actually try to live up to that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm DuJuan, like I said, you got my support.
Appreciate it.
If there's anything else that you want to say to these folks out there, you know what I'm saying?
Just honestly, get out and vote. You know,
get out and
this
vote.
local election matters. You got to, first you got to make sure you're registered to vote. So you can go online and look up Kentucky, register to vote. You know how to Google it up, and it'll pop up where they can register and everything like that. And then there's a primary, but I won't be on the primary because there wasn't more than 8 commissioners running. So I'll be in the November general election. I'm not sure what day exactly it is, but
that's still for the local.
Yeah, local. Yeah. So the primary, there's gonna be a couple judicial candidates on there.
Yeah. Okay. And I think there was his daughter. What is his name?
Craig Newbern. Is that anything else?
Is Newbern running?
Newbern's running for.
Okay, and I think I seen what's his name.
James
daughter.
Emil.
The retired judge. What's his name with the glasses? Mean ass.
I can't think. Jenny Hines is running for office. Okay, yeah, Jenny Hines. She's running for office.
No, her father was cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her father was cool.
Okay,
It's the other one that's down there. Clymer.
Oh, Judge Clymer.
Yes. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, just get out and vote in November. You got to make sure to register before the November, so you can do it now.
And so you register online.
Right? Yeah. You can, or you can go to the courthouse register. It's simple. You just fill out a couple questions. That's it.
Okay.
And then you can vote. And just show up, and there should be early voting, so you can go down there early to the courthouse. You can always, if you don't know your precinct, because they mix it up,
Yeah, they do.
go to the courthouse. You can vote at the courthouse in any election. You don't have to go to the school. You ain't got to go here. Go to the courthouse. That's where I always vote.
So, are you speaking to any churches?
Yeah.
Private organizations, charities. What's your outreach looking like?
Yeah, so just any and everybody. I'm going to unions. I've been going this past month. In January, I made it a goal to go to as much as I can. I hit about 12 different local events that were all over. Network business owners, and just being able to bridge that gap, because that's what I'm kind of going with now. Is like I just want to bridge the gap between everybody. You know, young, old, business owners, residents, black, white, whatever you are. Like I want to bridge that gap with the city. So getting information they need, because one thing the city lacks is just getting that information out to people.
That's true.
I've been trying to absorb and learn as much as I can, so I can just put it out there.
Yeah.
You know, because it's ignorant to hold in all that knowledge and not get it out. So I'm here for you, Paducah, and I just need your vote this November.
Give them one more time. Just one more time.
Yeah.
And it's going to be in the episode notes, but I want you to hear this, because Paducah is my biggest fan base.
Yeah.
That's what I'm proud as fuck to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just, you know what I'm saying? It just comes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm trying not to, you know what I'm saying? But give them all 3 sites once again, because there's a Facebook page. There is a website, and then you have your email. I don't know if you gave me your email the last time.
Yeah. So Thomas for Paducah on Facebook, or DuJuan Thomas for Paducah. You can put either one of those in on Facebook, and all my stuff will pop up. And then DuJuanThomas.com, www.DuJuanThomas.com, and that's DuJuanThomas.com. And then also DuJuan Thomas for Paducah at gmail.com if you want to reach out that way. Always open, always accessible. Reach out. I'm here for you. So.
Right. You got it straight from the man. And I'm your host, T1, with another episode. Tidecast Podcast. I'd like to thank you all. And as I mention all the time, from California to New York, Seattle, Washington, down to Houston, Texas, thank you all for listening. Have a good day.
You know I got this beat from Juve.
What the legacy mother?
Cartel.
Veil, we back. Man, it seem like I can't leave shit alone. But this shit burning, irritating my soul. You show 'em love and you get left in the cold. You shoot your shot, got niggas blocking the goal. Whoa, wanna be you and act like they is your bro. I swear to God, I'm about to go some road. Fuck the critics and the bitches that fold. Under pressure, never handled your role. Heavy heart, he cannot forgive himself. He got too many scars, don't know how to take the love. The shame up in his heart. He wonder if people notice he drifted far apart. Here we are, heavy heart. He cannot forgive himself. He got too many scars, don't know how to take the love. The shame up in his heart. He wonder if people notice he drifting far apart. Here we are. They was afraid of me being me. They was afraid of me being me. They was afraid of me being me. They was afraid. They was afraid. They was afraid of me being me. They was afraid of me being me. They was afraid of me being me. They was afraid. They was afraid. Niggas playing, follow the leader. I be like, damn, check on your people. Bitch, this a war, good versus evil. Which side you on, so I can meet you. I'll stop you at the door, wait before I greet you. Wait before they catch on, it's a high feature. Gotta pay me crypto for my voice to hit it. Gotta go digital to secure my riches. Heavy heart, he cannot forgive himself. He got too many scars, don't know how to take the love and shame up in his heart. He wonders if people notice he drifting far apart. Here we are, heavy heart. He cannot forgive himself. He got too many scars, don't know how to take the love and shame up in his heart. He wonder if people notice he drifting far apart. Here we are.